We are live.
Okay, we want to welcome everyone to this meeting of the Health Occupations Subcommittee of the Health and Government Operations Committee of the House of Delegates of the State of Maryland. We have two bills on our agenda today. House Bill 745, State Board of Professional Counselors and Therapists, and House Bill 367, Health Occupations Board's English Proficiency Requirements and Licensure. We're going to start with House Bill 745, and Lisa Simpson is the counsel. Lisa?
This bill requires the State Board of Professional Counselors and Therapists to issue a behavior analyst license within 10 days after receiving a completed application from a qualified applicant or 30 days of receiving additional information. The board must notify an applicant for a behavior analyst license by email when the board receives the application, begins reviewing the application, determines the application is complete or needs more information, or decides to issue or deny the license. Upon request of an applicant, the board must send additional email notifications regarding the status of the application. There's an amendment that has been distributed that would alter the timeframes in the bill to 30 days after receipt of a completed application and 50 days after receipt of additional information.
And I see this amendment has been offered by Delegate Pena Melnick, and what is the view of the sponsor of the bill, in addition to the committee chair?
I received an email from the sponsor of the bill that she was okay with the amendment.
Okay.
She's trying to join the Zoom, Mr. Chair. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I just got a text.
Thank you.
And
Declan,
for the record, I'm Dan Shattuck on behalf of the proponents of the bill. And we are in agreement with the amendment to change from 10 and 30 to 30 and 50.
Is there a motion on the amendment?
Move the amendment.
Second.
So moved and seconded. Is there any discussion on the amendment? If there is none, is there a motion on the bill as amended? Well, no. Is all those in support of the amendment say aye? Anyone opposed to the amendment? No one opposed. Is there a motion on the bill as amended?
Move the bill as amended.
Second.
So moved and seconded. All those in favor of the bill as amended, raise your hand.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? It is unanimous. Thank you all very much. That's House Bill 745, favorable with amendment. House Bill 367, Health Occupations Board's English Proficiency Requirements and Licensure by endorsement for nursing. There are no amendments. Lindsay, this is your bill. Do you want to summarize, please?
Yes, and to clarify, there are amendments. They were circulated this morning. Like I forget exactly, but probably about 8:30 this morning. As introduced, the bill prohibits a health occupation board from requiring an applicant to provide additional evidence of English proficiency if the individual holds a valid unrestricted license, certification, or registration from another state that requires such evidence for licensure, certification, or registration. Again, as introduced, each health occupations board that requires evidence of English proficiency must maintain on its website a list of other states that have an English proficiency requirement that meets the board's requirement. The bill also alters English proficiency requirements for the Board of Nursing and the Board of Pharmacy. And just for the Board of Nursing, the bill clarifies that an applicant may hold a valid, unencumbered multi-state license under the Nurse Licensure Compact as an alternative to providing the evidence required under existing law in order to qualify for licensure by endorsement. The amendment that I circulated this morning came from the bill sponsor, Delegate Martinez, but it's an amendment drafted to the cross-file of the Senate bill that removes the requirement that each health occupations board must maintain on its website a list of other states that have an English proficiency requirement, and instead requires those boards to prominently maintain on their website a statement that an applicant may not be required to provide additional evidence of English language proficiency if the applicant holds a valid unrestricted license, certification, or registration from another state that requires evidence of English proficiency for licensure, certification, or registration. This bill had a small fiscal note of just for the Board of Physicians saying that they needed to hire additional staff for that original posting on the website requirement. So that this one is presumably much less onerous for them and would address the fiscal note that was previously on the bill, which was below 75,000. It was 43,300.
Is there any discussion on the amendment? Can someone move the amendment?
Move the amendment.
So moved.
Second.
This delegate sponsor is also present and moves the amendment. Is there any discussion on the amendment? All those in favor of the amendment, please raise your hand. Is anyone opposed to the amendment? It is adopted. Is there any discussion on the bill as amended?
Move the bill as amended.
So moved and seconded.
Second.
All those in favor, please raise your hand. Anyone opposed? It is unanimous.
Yep.
Okay, I
Okay.
believe that takes care of the two bills before us today. Is that correct, council?
It does indeed.
It does indeed. Okay. You all have an hour and a half between now and the full committee hearings at 1 o'clock. Thank you very much.